Today we're doing another garden taste testing video, and in this video we're doing 3 tomatoes. We are going to be doing our champagne bubbles tomato, our yellow pear tomato, and what I think has become our favorite tomato of the season, the super sweet 100s. They are by far, shocker, spoiler alert, our favorite tomatoes. So let's get into it. Okay, we're starting off with our champagne bubbles tomato. So we're going to cut this thing open.
You can see the juice squirting out when you cut it.
Yes. I'm going to pick the board up so Chuck can maybe have an easier time getting to the inside of it. And that is
very
the champagne.
Juicy, a little meat to it, so you should get a good taste of it.
Okay. These champagne bubble tomatoes were another one of our tomatoes we got from My Gardener. So this is the packaging, what it looks like. We're going to prop it up right here. We're going to give Chuck half of this one, or I guess I could give him this whole one. But let's give him a half, and I'm going to take a half, and we're each going to taste it and tell you what we think. Okay, oops. That was not my first time tasting one of these. I actually tasted one several days ago, and I did not care for it. It was very gummy and meaty and just hard to chew. I actually ate, when the tomato burst in my mouth and I ate the insides, I spit the skin out because the skin just would not chew. So that was my first impression. This one was much better. This one I could chew. It wasn't gummy and like leathery and like an old piece of meat. So while I did not like this when I had my first one, I now can say I do like these champagne bubbles. What about you, Chuck?
The skin does have a thicker skin than most cherry tomato types. It does have a fruity flavor with a little sweet aftertaste. You kind of get like a plummy taste after you eat it, just like the back taste on your palate.
I do agree with that it had a little bit of a fruit taste to it, or whatever.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I guess on that one, I give that one this time a thumbs up. Last time it would have been a thumbs down. It'd
be really good with a salad with like strawberries and chicken, just to bump up the sweetness of it.
Okay, our next one, I cannot find my packaging for this, the yellow pear tomatoes, so I don't know who I got them from, whether it was Baker Creek, My Gardener, where, because I cannot find...
I think we got those from Baker Creek.
Oh, okay. Well, we think. So I'm going to hand one to Chuck, and I'm going to go ahead and taste one of these.
This is one of your mom's favorites. Every time we bring them over, she eats them first. It's a good tomato. It tastes like a slicing tomato.
It is a good tomato, and he was correct. My mom, every time we bring them tomatoes, she loves the super sweet 100s and these yellow pears. Those are her 2 favorites so far. She was not crazy about the blueberry tomatoes, which we did a video for those, so you should see that soon. The blueberry tomato, and
but when we did bring the blueberry, they weren't totally ripe, so she might like it now. But they're a little sweeter than when we first tried them.
So, and then what's our next one? Our next one is
Sweet
going to be
100.
our favorite, the super sweet 100. So
every time we're in the garden watering or doing anything, I don't know how any of these make it inside because we're picking them and eating them the whole time.
yes, the entire time I'm standing outside, it takes about an hour to water the garden. I'm snacking on these all the time. And their name, they literally, I did a short, literally, you get hundreds every day to 2 days. Not kidding, you get 100 of these. These were bought from a nursery, so I did not start these seeds myself or have a packaging for it. But
we will be starting them ourselves next year because we have to keep growing these. They are a determinate variety, but we've been getting tomatoes off of them for a month and a half, and they're still producing, so I don't know when the determinative part's going to say they have to stop, but we'll plant some more.
And also, these do grow, whether it's due to our fault or not, kind of crazy. They do not grow up, again, maybe our fault, we did not single stem it, but it does not grow up like most tomatoes. It fans out. So
grows
we
like
have
a tree.
yes, like 4 or 5 arms coming out, and that has all the tomatoes on it. And they grow in a cluster, almost kind of like grapes is the best way to kind of describe it. That it's not one here, one here. When they grow on this big giant leaf sort of thing. I highly suggest y'all try the super sweet 100s if you never had. The yellow pears were
Kids
good.
seem to like them a lot. Kids seem to like them a lot also. I don't know if it's because of the size and they think it's candy. They have a slight sweetness to them. But if you have kids, try growing them and they will probably love to eat them.
They are pretty sweet. That's what I like about them. So, thanks for stopping by for this tomato testing, garden tomato testing, garden taste testing, whatever the heck we're calling it.
Tomato
Thanks
eating.
for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed this and it inspired you to maybe try some tomatoes you've never tried before. Thanks a lot, y'all.